Hello students, today is lecture 10 of periodic properties. Today we will discuss about the periodic trends of chemical properties such as nature of oxyacids in a period or in a group, nature of oxides, nature of hydrides, and we will also discuss about the trends in density for different elements. Melting and boiling point. Melting and boiling point is dependent on the atomic volume, and hence it also show the same trend as shown by the atomic volume. Elements with low value of atomic volume have high melting points, while elements with high values of atomic volume have low melting points. So this one is just opposite. That means if the atomic volume is high, the melting point will be low, and if atomic volume is low, the melting point will be high. So in general, melting point of element in any period at first increases and become maximum somewhere in the center, and then it begin to decrease, just opposite to the atomic volume. What happened in the atomic volume? In atomic volume, first it decreases, then minimum point, and then after it increases. Here just opposite. That means the melting point first increases, then attain a maximum value, and after that it starts to decrease. So melting point is dependent on the atomic volume, and that's why it follow trend like the atomic volume, but the trend is just opposite. Just in place of increase, in this case it is decreases. Also the boiling point of the elements, they show the similar trend as shown by the melting point. Here in this table you can see some values are given for the melting point. Like if we talk about the second period, where the lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine and neon are present. First the value is 181 for lithium, then it increases for beryllium, some more increase for boron, then again it increases up to the carbon. After that it start decreasing. So the melting point initially increases and then decreases. Same trend followed by the boiling point. Nature of oxides. In a period, the nature of the oxides varies from basic to acidic nature. Like here it is given Na2O, MgO, Al2O, SiO2, P2O5, SO3, Cl2O7. So here you can see this is for the third period, and you can see that initially it shows a basic nature, that is strongly basic for sodium. Then it is basic for magnesium oxide. After that it shows amphoteric behavior for aluminium oxides, and then it goes on to the weakly acidic, acidic, strongly acidic and strongly acidic. So initially it shows a basic nature, and as we move forward it is converted into the acidic. So from left side basic nature shown by the elements, and on right side of periodic table mostly the acidic nature shown by the elements. If we are talking about trend in a group, then basic nature increases or acidic nature decreases when we go down. Initially the basic nature is normal or whatever it is. As we go down it start increasing, and acidic nature start decreasing. When we talk about the acidic nature, like if we are talking about the halogens which are present in first period, second period are having more acidic nature as compared to the halogen which are present in 6th or 7th period. So on group the basic nature increases, on period the basic nature decreases and then starts acidic. Oxides of the metals are generally basic because most of the metals are present on the left side. So oxides of the metals are generally basic and oxides of the non-metals are acidic. So non-metals are present on the right side of the periodic table. So those are acidic in nature. Metals are mostly present in the first left side. So they show a basic nature. The oxides of the metalloids or semi-metal you can say are amphoteric in nature. When an element forms a number of oxides, like nitrogen forms different type of oxides, phosphorus forms different type of oxides, manganese form different type of oxides. Different type of oxides, that means the number of oxygen and number of the elements are different. So when an element forms a number of oxides, the acidic nature increases as the percentage of oxygen increases. Here some examples are given. Example of nitrogen oxides, phosphorus oxides and manganese oxides are given here. And you can see that when the amount of oxygen or the percentage of oxygen in the total molecule increases, the acidic nature also increases. In every case it happens if the amount or if the percentage of oxygen increases, the acidic nature increases. So overall, if we are talking about the nature of oxides in a periodic table, in a period it is from basic to acidic when we are going towards the right side. In a group, the basic nature increases when we move down, or acidic nature decreases when we move down. Also, the oxides of metals are basic and oxides of non-metals are acidic in nature. Metalloids or semi-metals show amphoteric nature, and if the percentage of oxygen is high, then the acidic nature, more acidic the oxide. Oxyacids are usually formed by the non-metals, and if we are talking about a period, then in a period the strength of oxyacids increases from left to right. That means this is only for the non-metals because the oxyacids are found by the non-metals. So for non-metals, usually when we move from left to right side, the oxy acid forms by non-metals. Basically it is for the non-metals and it increases from left to right, the strength of oxy acids. Clear? Like here it shows that for a second period, if we are talking about the different oxy acids, the oxy acid formed by the boron, formed by the carbon and formed by the nitrogen. All these three are the non-metals which are present in the second period, and they are forming the oxy acids. So the strength of oxy acids increases from boron to nitrogen. That means boron, the H3BO3, which is the oxy acids of boron, is having low strength as compared to the carbon and oxy acids of carbon and nitrogen. Similarly, for third period, the oxy acids, examples of oxy acids are given for silicon, phosphorus, sulfur and chlorine. And as we move from left to right, the strength of these oxy acids increases. So overall, the strength of oxy acids increases when we move on right side from left to right in the non-metals in each period. If we are talking about the group, in that case the strength of oxy acids decreases when we go down. Here you can see for fifth group, example is given for fifth group and seventh group. So for fifth group, the oxy acids of nitrogen, phosphorus and S is given here, and you can see that the strength decreases as we go down. Similarly, for chlorine, bromine and iodine, the strength of oxy acids are decreases from chlorine to iodine. So in a period, the strength increases when we move from left to right. In a group, the strength of oxyacids decreases when we move from top to bottom. Also, if a non-metal forms a number of oxyacids, the strength increases with the increase in percentage of oxygen. This is similar as in case of the oxides. So always the strength increases with the increase in the percent of oxygen. Here some examples are given, like if we are talking about the different oxyacids of sulfur. So you can see here that in case of H2SO3 and H2SO4, the H2SO4 is stronger acid than H2SO3, because in H2SO4 the amount of oxygen is higher as compared to the H2SO3. Nature of hydrides. The nature of hydrides changes from basic to acidic in a period from left to right. Here the examples of hydrides of nitrogen, hydride of oxygen and hydride of fluorine examples are given. And you can see here that the hydride of nitrogen is a weak base, whereas hydride of oxygen is neutral and hydride of fluorine is a weak acid. Similarly, if we compare for phosphorus, sulfur and chlorine, the hydride of phosphorus is very weak base, hydride of sulfur is weak acid and hydride of chlorine is strong acid. So we can see here that on moving from left to right, the acidic property or acidic behavior changes. That is from basic to acidic nature, from left to right. In a group, the acidic nature of hydride of non-metals increases. The reducing nature also increases, but stability decreases from top to bottom. For example, here the comparison of halogens are given. The first halogen is fluorine, then chlorine, then bromine, after that iodine. So we are moving from top to bottom, from fluorine to iodine. Here the strength of hydride decreases as we move from the fluoride to iodide. Strength of the acid increases. If it is acidic in nature, its strength increases. Also here it is shown that HF is a weak acid, whereas HCl is strong acid. So as we move down, the strength of the acid increases, and due to this the reducing nature also decreases. Density. The density of the element in solid state varies periodically with their atomic numbers. If we are talking about a period, the density increases gradually in a period and then become maximum somewhere for the central member and then starts decreasing afterward gradually. Like here the examples are given. If we are talking about the third period, that is from sodium to chlorine, initially the density is low, after that it starts increasing, and after a certain point, like from silicon, it starts decreasing from phosphorus, sulfur and then chlorine. So initially it increases and after that it starts decreasing in a period. Whereas if we are talking about the group, in a group the atomic density increases from top to bottom. That means when we go down, it gradually increases. It gradually increases because the increase in the atomic number. In solid, the osmium has the highest density of 22.6, and in liquids the mercury has the highest density of 13.6. This is all for today and I hope you enjoyed the lecture. Thank you.